Good afternoon. Good afternoon. You are here with the minister.
And the minister's wife.
And man, we coming back at you with another conversation. And it should be interesting today, man. We want to talk about experience, man. But the question is experience the best teacher? Is experience the best teacher? It's a question that's out there. I mean, I'm putting that question out there because I want other people's opinions. Is experience the best teacher? Because a lot of people say, well, let them go experience things.
They have experienced life.
Because they experience life, and I guess that consists of them doing things that's not healthy for them, if that make any sense. You know, even if you experience smoking weed, I know I experienced, I did all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I came out good. But the thing is, does everybody turn out right?
You may not come out good.
You know, so
some people smoke weed and then they go looking for the next high.
Yeah, because you'll never get that first high that you got when you first did it. So now maybe that right there turns to something else. Now you're on cocaine, and some people just quit. But the question is the experience the best teacher? It might mess you up, like sex. I'm gonna go experience sex, right? You know, really, we still believe in that people should get married, even though we went on point with that. Let me just put that out there.
Yeah.
Right? We didn't just go get married, and we was doing it too, right? But now that we know better, you know what I'm saying? We that experience wasn't good, right? Some men end up on child support.
I was just gonna go there.
You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes you end up pregnant.
You end up pregnant, being somebody's baby mama. So you're a single parent. That's not a good experience. You know, all because you want to experience life. And experiencing life is not all about going out, going to the club, and having
what they call fun.
Yeah, what they call you drunk, and then you wake up the next day and don't know what happened. How could you don't even know what happened? So how you know you had fun? You know what I'm saying? How you know you didn't get ravished while you was drunk?
Yep.
You don't know. You don't even know what happened. So is that a good experience? How can you wake up and that's not a good experience? Right?
Right.
So I mean, how can you experience to me in some cases is good, some things you need to experience so you can learn from it. But this worldly stuff, all this going to the club, what you want to experience going to the club?
I've never experienced going to the club. And that's why we ask, is experience the best teacher? Because growing up, I seen what going to the club did for people. I seen how people came home drunk. I seen how some people have accidents coming home because they drunk, can't drive home. I've seen how going to the club, coming home affected family members. Like, why are you out this late? And you know what I'm saying? You have a whole family at home, but you out at the club. So that was the experience for me.
Yeah.
I learned from seeing that. Like, and I just never want. I was never the type of person to want to do that anyway.
I wasn't really the club type of person either.
But
so but I mean,
nothing pushed me to it.
The question is experience the best teacher? Just say your first time, you like, oh, I want to have sex. Your first time. That's why we try to push, get you a husband, make sure that's the man, or get you a wife, make sure that's the one you want to be with. Right? Don't just jump in there because it's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to be sure that's what you want. Right? But you go out, you experience sex. You think you like this man. This man give you that monster. This your first time. It doesn't happen in real life. This ain't something I'm just saying.
Right.
I know this doesn't happen in real life. Your first time you go out and have sex, you get burnt. You know what I'm saying? Your penis swole like a doggone beach ball. You know what I'm saying? And you a female, you leaking like a faucet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Your first time. You know, you know, in your first time, you don't always use a condom because guess what? You like this girl. Your people need to stop lying, talking about they use a condom every time. That's why it's herpes and all this stuff out here because people not really using condoms. Let's just throw that out there.
And I'm clean, that famous one.
Yeah, so you go out there, you catch that monster. Which I'm talking about the AIDS, right? HIV,
all of the monster to me.
All of it, you know what I'm saying? You know, that herpes, you got that baby monster. That's that baby monster right there, right? That's that baby Godzilla. Okay? So you experience now you got herpes, you can't get rid of that. You can't get rid of it, right? You doggone, you stuck with it because you want to experience that instead of doing it the right way.
Listening.
You know what I'm saying? Listen to somebody tell you, you know, and get some counseling, man. And listen to somebody that's telling you, wait. Don't just go out there and do it because you want to experience. You just in a hurry to be grown. Or you in a hurry to just, why you rushing stuff?
I couldn't just say it's the young people. We got
older people too. Yeah. No, I ain't just talking about the young people. You know, older people want it. They ain't teaching the kids. They ain't teaching the younger people that they need to hold on. You know what I'm saying? What they telling them? Go have your fun. You young.
Yeah.
Can't do that. Cause guess what? No matter how you're an older person telling the younger person to go have their fun, go do this and go do that. You got to know that for all that wrong they did, they're gonna get judged for it.
And
judgment is coming. Oh yeah, y'all know these scriptures coming. Okay. Right.
I had a grown person tell me that too when I was young, coming of age, that because I was like, I just want to have one boyfriend, and she actually told me you got to keep your options open. And I felt like that was the stupidest thing. I really did. I was like, that is so stupid. Why would you tell somebody that?
Yeah.
You know,
yeah, keep your options. So
she was old.
You just going
with no
around,
experience.
You just going around, you know, spreading your legs. I guess you want to see who the best or who the biggest, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then that's the person you want to try to settle down with this person. Now you done caught something because of this experience. Like, yeah, you got old people that do that, right? So we gonna jump into something. We gonna go real slow with this thing today, right? So the first book I want to get is Titus, right? I want to get Titus. Want to get Titus. We're gonna get chapter 2, right? Because we don't need to be telling the young men and women, man, go enjoy yourself. Smoke all the weed you want, get all the coochie you can get. Because this is what older people, older people do that. They teaching them young people that you got to experience life. What man experiences life, getting you a job, getting your own crib. You know what I'm saying? Your family. That's now that I done learned better. I try to teach people better. You don't gotta go. You don't have to go experience all this BS out here. You see what I'm saying? You don't have to do that, right? Go ahead.
I was gonna say, even like with your friends, let's say you getting ready to get married, male or female. What they say, you got to have a bachelorette party or a bachelor
party, yeah.
And you got to get your rocks off, or you got to get you some last time.
You starting out wrong.
Yeah.
What kind of teaching is that? You starting out wrong, and then your woman got some nigga rod all in your face, and he grinding on. You know what I'm saying? What kind of?
Because they say, you know, it's my experience that when you get married, all this gonna stop. And I'm saying
but it don't, because you going into it wrong. See what it is, y'all need to be on y'all knees going into that thing. Not having some party talking about, because when you have a party, that means that you really not ready to do this.
Experience
and the same
marriage the right way.
Yeah, that's the experience you need. Let's try to do this. Let's forget the bachelor party and the bachelorette party and all that, right? Let's just see let's go in this the right way.
That should be your experience.
Okay, that should be the experience. Like, but we did this. We didn't do all that other stuff. You know, you go out. Y'all, everybody want to go to the club the night before they get married. Then you see some old dude, you know, guess what? Now he on your mind. You going into your marriage with a whole nother dude or a whole nother female on your mind. You ain't you done, that doggone female stripper done rolled you. You ain't forgot that female that quick. Stop playing with yourself.
And now, am I making the right decision? Not and naturally, when you coming into marriages, you gonna have that feeling naturally on its own. But I think you exaggerate that feeling. You make it worse when you make that feeling worse when you do stuff like that.
Yeah,
because now, you intensify those feelings. Like, am I doing the right thing? Or you sure we supposed to be getting married? You know, this and the other. And then you going to do something stupid.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be the experience.
That shouldn't be the experience. So, me personally, experience is good, but it depends on what you're experiencing. Right? All experience ain't good because every time I experience something happened to me. And I'm just gonna put it out there.
But growing up,
some of it was good. Yeah, yes, I did learn from it. But I believe this right here: when somebody telling you something that done experienced that already and tell you it ain't good for you, you know what I'm saying? You should listen, not just go out there and say, "Well, it may not. What happened to you may not happen to me." No, something worse might happen.
It might be worse. Yeah.
We can't keep taking these unnecessary chances like that. You know what I'm saying?
And even the older folks, let me say that, back when I was growing up, they used to say that experience is the best teacher. You experience is the best teacher. And I've learned through life that some things you just don't want to experience.
You don't.
And it may not be the best teacher.
Some things you don't need to experience. Because like you said, it may not be the best teacher. All right. So let's get on. What should
Titus?
You know, what the age man, the experienced man, or the age man, right? What should we be teaching the young man? Let's see, Titus chapter 2. It said, "But speak thou the things which become what? Sound doctrine." So this is what we should be trying to get our younger people or our men and women to listen to sound doctrine, right? You know what I'm saying? Take heed of what somebody telling you. If somebody done experienced that and see you going that route, you know what I'm saying? We need to be trying to tell them that ain't the way. Okay? So what's wrong with that?
There's nothing.
Everybody want to be like, oh, well, you need to go, let them leave him alone. He young. That ain't no excuse. Right? Because there is some young people out there that ain't getting into all that stuff. Experience, listening to their parents. Right? Saying you don't need to worry about that right now. You're going to get all that experience in life. Right? You don't need to worry about all that stuff. But some stuff you don't want to experience. You know, because you might not make it through.
You should want to experience.
You shouldn't want to. And plus, because you might not make it through it. Right?
Absolutely.
And that camera freezes. Okay. So let's read that. It said that the aged men be sober, grave, temperate, sound in faith, in charity, and patience. So when you go back and read verse 1, this what you should try to instill in the person, you know what I'm saying? That may be considering experiencing something that they really don't need to experience.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? If that make any sense to anybody. All right. So it said, but speak thou the things which become sound doctrine. Which become sound doctrine. Not go have sex with many girls as you can, telling your son or your nephew or anybody, you know what I'm saying, to go have sex with many people as you can, right? Mm-hmm. Telling your daughter, boy, you better go on, hey, better get it while the getting is good. No.
Yeah, that's absolutely ridiculous.
That's ridiculous, right? Then let me keep reading. It says that the aged men be sober. This is what we gotta be sober. What that mean? Be sober minded, right? Mm-hmm. What is that? Not necessarily always talking about being drunk, right? But you know, you gotta have a clear mind about things, right? You know, it said be grave, temperate, sound in faith, in charity, in patience, right? What that charity is.
That's love.
We got to do, you know what I'm saying? This is what we should be teaching. This is sound doctrine. This is what we should be telling our kids. This is what you need to experience. This sound doctrine. Okay? Mm-hmm. If that make any sense to you.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so let's just go here. And then it says the aged women likewise. Right? The aged women, the experienced woman, right? Likewise, that they be what? In behavior. We gotta teach out this is what we need to be doing. Not telling them to go experience this man and that man. Right? Go to the club, meet this, meet that. No, if man, get you a job, make you some money, go be a doctor or something. You know what I'm saying?
The aged woman, and let me just say this, I look at that scripture twofold. I don't know how anybody else look at it, but to me, it makes sense to look at it twofold. Now, you do have some elderly women that have done walked the righteous path, yeah, and can tell you. You also have some young women who are currently walking the righteous path, yeah, and can actually tell that older woman something. Because when you look at it that way, if I meet somebody that's 70 years old and they still have the mind of a 14-year-old, mm-hmm, they don't have any experience, anything but me at my age. Mm-hmm. I'm younger than them. I have experience.
That's why I said the age is the
so age means experience, yeah, like you said in that case.
Yeah. Yeah, it don't have to necessarily be an older woman telling a younger woman, but I think that's how it should be.
It should be that way.
You know what I'm saying? An older woman teaching a younger woman to do these particular things that we about to bring out, right? It said that they be in behavior. It's a lot of our older women ain't even in behavior.
They lack the experience for real. Mm-hmm.
They not even in behavior. They misbehaving. Okay, right? They got a lot of stuff going on. They want to hang with the grandchildren. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about you hanging with your grandchildren. I mean, you hanging with your grandchildren.
You want to be just like the grandkids.
And then
they miss something.
So yeah, you got to tell them to. We got to just try to get them in the right direction. If I tell you something, the whole thing is if I tell you something that I've experienced and told you this is what can happen when you do this and you ignore it. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem. Why you want to experience that? I told you I experienced the same thing and this is what happened. Got me locked up. Mm-hmm. Got me shot or whatever. Got me stabbed or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So let's go, man. Let me keep reading. He said, but the aged woman likewise that they be in behavior as becoming holiness. Holiness.
That's your experience.
That's right your there. Experience right there.
Experience is holiness.
Experience holiness.
No, turn to God. Experience the rainbow. We're gonna say experience the holiness.
Experience the holiness, right? Give your life to Christ at an early age. You know, and now you older women that's out there misbehaving. You know what I'm saying? You need to turn your life and give your life to Christ, mm-hmm, right? listen to this message that we bringing out. You know what I'm saying? And take heed of it. Right? Don't be out there experiencing. If you want to travel the world, okay, that's cool. But you ain't got to doggone travel the world with your legs open in every city because you's a doggone, what they call them?
A whore?
No, what kind?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, that. So holiness, right? That's walking in the way that the Lord God wants you to walk, not the way that you want to walk. Because that's what I'm going to say a million times before this video ends, right? You know, your experience may not come out right.
Exactly.
You know, what's that we be watching sometimes? What's that, Fatal Attraction? These girls be messing with this dude, that dude, they break up with that dude, go to the next dude, and he end up blowing her brains out. See, that experience don't doggone always end out right. And these ain't like these made up stories. This stuff is happening.
It's happening for real. These are true stories.
These are true stories. You doing this, oh, I'm enjoying life. Hey, I'm enjoying life. Then a nigga end up blowing your brains out.
And it's plenty of stories out like that, but sadly, nobody is looking at that young lady's experience.
Yeah.
And saying, what did she do that I can do differently to not have this happen to me?
That's right.
And like you said, every experience don't happen to everybody, but why would you take chances on your life?
Yeah, but because there's gonna be consequences. Every time you do something, you know, talking about I just wanted to experience that, it's gonna be consequences. You gotta realize that. Let's keep reading.
Like the skydiving experience. You have some people that skydive and they make it to the ground safely, and you say, oh, okay, I'm gonna try it, and you be the one with that parachute don't open, and you hit the ground.
That's over.
You hit it.
You broke up, right? But holiness, man, that's a woman that's, you know what I'm saying, walking right. Okay, a man too. I ain't just talking about the women, right? Men too. Y'all out here experiencing this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And you end up doggone drawing up like a prune. You know what I'm saying? Especially sex. That's the main thing.
Right.
Getting high and sex. That's the main thing. I'm gonna keep reading. And then the next one say, not false accusers. Watch this. Not giving too much wine. You don't need to be drinking too much. Like I said, you end up on somebody's back porch naked. You don't know what happened. Talking about you had fun. Then you go to the hospital, you got that monster. Come on, you don't even know what happened. How's that?
We don't know what happened, but we had fun.
Well, how's that fun? Oh, we don't know what happened, but all I know, how you know you had fun? What happened? I don't know. Well, how you know you had fun?
You have no clue.
It don't make no sense. And then it said not giving too much wine, but it said teachers of what? Good things. Watch this. It teaches a good thing. So they're talking about the age woman should be teaching these younger women also. So let's watch this. It said that they may teach the young women to be sober. Right? Sober-minded.
Right.
Not thinking about going out, experience having sex with 10, 11 dudes. What that was we was watching, and the girl wasn't even 30 yet, and she done had 35 sex partners. What the heck that was?
Wasn't that the interview with
we was
Shannon
watching?
Sharp?
I think so.
I think it was when she said she done had 35 bodies, and she thought that was a good thing.
She thought it was a good thing.
You put that out there. Imagine that's your experience, and you put that out there, and
see, what people don't realize is either condoms don't stop them bugs from jumping on you. But go ahead.
But imagine you putting that out there, and you like, yeah, I've had 35 men, I slept with them, and now every other man that you trying to talk to because they seen that, they like, nah, that's okay.
That's right.
That's okay.
They don't want a doggone. Like, boy, you's a whore.
Yeah, you've been ran through.
Yeah, you've been ran through. That's just the bottom line. Yes, I'm gonna say it. Get mad. Don't matter. So let's go. Verse 4 in Titus chapter 2. It says that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands. To love their husbands. This is what the age experienced woman needs to be teaching the younger woman.
These young women don't want
not the age women telling these doggone girls and boys or older men telling these girls and boys or men and women or young men and young women to go just do it up, live it up. Okay. Can't do it. Oh, this go for the males too.
Yeah.
Not just
young
talking about the females. Yeah, like you need to be taught how to love your husbands and to love your children. You know, you ain't loving your children if you letting them do what they want to do. You know, don't let your kids experience being doggone hard-headed. Because some ain't gonna end up in the hands of the police at some point. All right? So you need to be taught, but you got to be willing to listen. All right? So let's go. It said to love their husband, to love their children, to be discreet. Oh my God. You want to say something about that one? You don't want to say nothing about to be discreet.
Ain't nothing discreet these days.
That's what I'm saying. You want to say something about that one because it ain't that discreet. Right?
Nothing is discreet. For real. But the experience, the Bible is telling you that's what you should be experiencing. Discreet. It's not everybody. And people, discreet goes with modesty, right? You're not being discreet with your butt all out. With your see-through. And your breast out.
With your see-through outfit on in church. You shouldn't even wear that to the club. If you're going to go to, you shouldn't wear that. You know what I'm saying?
That's not discreetness at all.
It sure ain't, but you ain't doggone conservative with nothing. You know what I'm saying?
And there's a bad experience that comes from not being discreet. Now, I read on social media one day this week, it was a little girl, she couldn't have been no more than 10 years old. The mama had her nails done, she had a crop top on, some tight jeans, the hair was all the way down her back. And some people were saying, you know, that's too grown for that little girl, which I agree, it was too grown. But somebody made a comment and was like, that's why perverts be molesting these young women. And it wasn't that she was giving the pervert who molests young women, because they'll molest your kids whether they fully dressed or not, because those men are sick. So it's not giving them a pass, but not being discreet will cause somebody to feel like you're giving it to them. Don't confuse that with me blaming you for what happened. That's not what I'm doing. But sometimes your experience putting clothes on can deter that. That's not a good experience. It's not a good look.
Yeah, it's not a good look right there. So you need to experience covering yourself up.
Cover yourself up. Yep.
Hey, try to see what the comments you're gonna get doing that. Right? Try to see what's gonna happen with that. Right? He said it's discreet, chaste.
Keep us at home.
Keep us at home. Good. Here go the other one. To you married couples that's out there trying to experience something. Trying to experience the threesome. You know what I'm saying? Okay, to you married people, it said obedient, right, to their own husbands. And you can't tell your woman, let's can we do a threesome? No, man, you can't do that. You a man, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You can't have a threesome. Okay? That woman don't have to obey you when it come down to that, right? Y'all don't need to be experiencing the threesome, but she should obey her husband if that man is a real man of God. I ain't talking about these imposters out here. You see what I'm saying? I'm talking about real men of God. Not talking about these imposters. Because you got a bunch of them out here. Right?
Yeah, definitely.
But then they say that the word of God be not blasphemed. So you have to be obedient. I know a lot of women don't like that. But you need to try being obedient to your husband and see how that man act with you. You never know. If that man love you, he's a man of God, and you obedient to him, you never know what you might get out of that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? No, all men don't cheat. A lot of them do, right? A lot of them unexperienced it, right? But try that. Being obedient to your husband and wife. Don't give him all that old talking and all that stuff all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Try that. Try that experience, right?
Right.
See what happens. Guarantee you can't wait to get home. But you use a doggone woman running your mouth all the doggone time because you've been raised a certain kind of way. Experiencing this and experiencing that. Experience obeying your husband.
But again, the experience is not that. That's not what they're teaching.
Get that done.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It said that the word of God be not blasphemed.
You said experiencing obeying your husband. And a lot of these women today have experienced their mom's experience. Your mom is single.
Mm-hmm.
She's running from man to man, trying to get a stepdaddy for y'all. Mm-hmm. She's trying to get a husband, and she can't get one.
Mm-hmm.
And you should look at her experience. And again, what is my mama doing to her? She can't get a husband and hold it down. So I won't do it.
Just what you should learn from.
This is what you should
learn from bad experience.
Not, well, my mama raised us. She was a single mom and she did it. Yeah. And no, that's not the experience.
Well, she kind of struggled too, and she was doing all this type of stuff to take care of y'all. But then you turn around and you do the same thing.
You do the same thing.
You ain't learned that from me. That's a good one. You should learn from experience around you. Mm-hmm. I didn't even think to bring that up, but I appreciate you bringing that up.
No problem. You should
learn. You should learn from other people's experience. Like they say, we know somebody personally that sees what this stuff and all this foolishness do to people, and they went right on out there. Mm-hmm. And did the same stuff. Didn't learn nothing from it. Went right on out there and started doing the same thing when you know what it do for you. You know what I'm saying? But some people actually feel like they untouchable.
Okay, untouchable.
You know what I'm saying? But you being touched now. See, the Lord, we know that. And I like this saying. It said the Lord will rub you with a feather. Or he'll hit you with a freight train. Mm-hmm. Right? You know, sometimes that feather rub, it'll rough you up a little bit when the Lord, because it's coming from the Lord, right?
From the Lord.
It'll rough you up a little bit. But but that freight train gonna take you out. You may not recover from it. Mm-hmm. Okay. So let's keep on reading. Because we finna get back to what? The young men likewise. This verse 6. Titus chapter 2, verse 6. It says, young men likewise. It says, exhort to be sober minded. So you got to doggone, you know what I'm saying? Push yourself to have a sober mind, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Not to go out here and do what the heck you want to do. Okay. Let's read. In all things, showing thyself a pattern of what? Good works. Look, you hear what they said? See, I can just stop right there. This is what your pattern is, a pattern of good work. Now, let me just keep it 100. Now, we all ain't have a pattern of good work.
Nope.
But when you learn better, when you know better, you do better. Right? You learn better, you do better, man. But that's what I'm saying. That's the whole point of this. If somebody teaching you this and telling you this is not the way to go because this is what happened, this is what can happen if you take that route, you don't have to go experience this when somebody telling you what can happen.
This is why the Bible say train your kids up in the way they should go.
You got to train them up. You know,
unfortunately, some of them still gonna go out and try and get that experience on their own.
And then now you doggone losing your mind and wondering why you losing your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Because you didn't have to see that was gonna happen to a lot of people. They just gonna lose their freaking mind. That's what's gonna happen to a lot of folks. You see this every day. You got people losing their damn mind. They twerking, got their butt in front of the camera and all this type of stuff on social media. Your butt all over social media.
Mm-hmm.
Losing your mind. You don't even realize you're talking about you having fun. No, you losing your mind because you know better than that bull crap. You know better to be out here popping pills. Right? I ain't gonna get personal though, so let me keep going, man. Let me keep going because we'll be here all day. On this particular subject, we'll be on it all day. Right? So let's go. What verse am I? Verse 7. It said, in all things showing thyself a pattern of good works, in doctrine showing uncorruptness, gravity, and what? Sincerity. Sincerity. Right? Sound speech that cannot be condemned. What this sound speech? What is that talking about? That cannot be condemned. Sound speech.
Sound speech.
Watch what you
can't nobody say nothing about what you said.
Yeah, can't say nothing about what you doing. That he that is of the contrary part may be ashamed. And somebody else is out there, you know what I'm saying, tripping or whatever, may be ashamed, right? Okay? Easy. Having no evil thing to say of you. That's what you want. Ain't nobody got nothing evil to say about me, because guess what? I ain't doing that. I need to listen to somebody. You need to listen to all you young, old, whatever. People out there that don't like to listen. If somebody tell you something, you need to listen.
Exactly.
Take heed so you won't have to go through that experience, because obviously that person done been through that and he see you going down that road, right? And he telling you, boy, that ain't the way. I done been there.
That's really not what you want to experience.
Trying to help. You know what I'm saying? Not trying to you're just trying to help. Just trying to be that pillar in the community. That's all. Trying to help, brother. Don't go that way. Sister, don't go that way. I've been that way. Now I got 6 children and 4 baby daddies. I ain't married at all, and don't nobody even want to marry me, seem like. This is what you're going to experience if you don't listen.
Yep. Not even being funny, but that. And
that's the truth.
We've seen it. That's the truth. Your experiences can lead you down a whole wrong path.
That's the truth. Okay? Nobody just talking. You know what I'm saying? We need to put the fear of God in our people. That's why I'm coming from this Bible. Because all the things that somebody trying to tell you, it's just the same. It say a fool despises instructions. That's talking about man and woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the Bible say? A fool despise. No, the Bible called you a fool. A fool despises instructions. But a wise man do what? A wise person do what? Take heed.
Take heed. So the ultimate experience would be serving the Lord. That should be your experience.
That should be your experience, but I'm going to experience serving the Lord because it sounds like that's the best way to go.
It is the best
and it is the best way, but you should be like, that sounds good. You know what I'm saying? I do this, I get this right, I walk right, I'm going to be blessed. A lot of people think they blessed with their $20 an hour job. You know? Soon as you mess up, you get the boot.
You get fired. And they won't care.
You know, they don't care about your family. All right? So listen. All right. You got anything to say?
I don't. Just I always say I don't, but I do, right?
Right, let me read verse 9 and then
go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Verse 9 in Titus chapter 2. It said, exhort servants to be what? Obedient. Mm-hmm. To who? The Most High, right? Exhort servants to be obedient unto their own masters. It's not talking about no slavery. Now, don't get that twisted, right? So we got to exhort the servants. Like people outside of your house, try to influence your kid to listen. Or somebody you know that's going off, try to doggone get them to, man, you need to go listen to your folk and do what you need to do. Mm-hmm. Not doggone tell them what. Yeah, you get that girl and that girl and too. That girl, and you can get that dude and you can get that dude too. Come on, man, let's go smoke this doggone blunt. Right? Bible tells us not to destroy our temple, defile our temple, right? That's what we doing when we putting all these cigarettes and all this stuff in our bodies. We what? Defiling our temple. It's why? Because your temple is what? The body is the what? The temple of the Holy Ghost. Your temple should be holy. Your temple should be holy. That you out here fornicating and doing all kind of whoremongering because you want to experience something. And I thought about this too. Everybody that have kids do not have experience in raising kids. Mm-hmm. I don't care if you got 8 of them. You could just be a terrible person at raising kids. But somebody can come along and have 2 kids and can actually teach you how to raise your 8 kids because your experience isn't there. So if there's anything else, that's it. That's all I got for now. But the point is, experience ain't always the best teacher. When somebody telling you something that done experience that thing that you getting ready to try go experience and telling you that ain't the way, just take heed of what that person telling you. And with that, man, it's all love. You understand? And shalom. Shalom.